Hello everybody, and welcome back. We're gonna work on our reading and spelling again. We've already learned our letters and our letter sounds, but we're just gonna go over them again. So A makes the A and the A sound. Long sound A, short sound A. B makes the B sound. C can make the S or K sound. D makes the D sound. E can make the long sound E or the short sound E. F makes the F sound. G makes the G sound. H makes the H sound. I can make the long sound I or the short sound I. J makes the J sound. K makes the K sound. L makes the L sound. M makes the M sound. N makes the N sound. O makes the long sound O or the short sound Ah. P makes the P sound. Q, that is always seen with the U, makes the Q sound. R makes the sound. S makes the S sound. T makes the T sound. U makes the long sound U or the short sound V makes the V sound. W makes the W sound. X makes the X sound. Y makes the Y sound. It can also make a vowel sound like I or E. Z makes the Z sound. So today we're going to start by learning some blends. A blend is two consonants, each making their own sound and blending together. The consonants are in blue and the vowels are green, with the exception of Y. Y sometimes is a vowel and sometimes is a consonant, so that one's tricky. Every word has a vowel in it. Every syllable has a vowel in it. Remember, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. A, E, I, O, U, Y, I, E. So first, we're going to make the word last. What do we hear when we say the word last? Last. Makes the L sound. Last. The S and the T are the blend. Each individual letter makes its own sound. The two consonants together make a blend. St, st, st. The reason the A in last makes an I sound and not an A sound is because this is what's called a closed syllable. Which means it's closed in by two consonants. This is the vowel, and it's closed in by two consonants. When a vowel is closed in, it makes its short sound. And in this case, the short sound of A is I. Last. Last. Next, we're going to build the word jump. J, 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 J. What makes the J sound? J. J, Now, why does the U make the sound and not the oo sound? Because it's a closed-in vowel. The vowel is closed in by two consonants. So it makes the sound. J, The M and the P are the blend. Together they make J, Next is the word send. Send. And. And. D, d. And, and. The E makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. And, or the blend. Nd is the blend. And, and, send. Next is scent. 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 T is the blend. The E makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Scent. Let's change scent into went. What makes the w? Went. Went. Could change that to vent. Vent. You take the w sound out and get the v sound. Vent. Vent. Now let's make the word task. The A makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Ask. The SK is the blend. Ask. Ask. Change task to mask. Task to mask. We take out the t sound and put in the sound. Ask. Ask. Mask. Change mask to mast. Want to take out the k sound in mask and replace it with the t sound in mast. 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 The ST is the blend. Mast. Mast. Now we want to make the word rent. NT is the blend. Is the blend. E makes its short sound because it's a closed in vowel. It's being closed in by two consonants. rent, rent, rent. Let's change rent to bent. We take out the in rent and change it with the b in bent, 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 bent. We can change bent to best. We're going to take that nt out of bent. Best. ST is the blend. The E makes it short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Best, 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 best. Let's change best to must. So must and best both have the st sound. So we want to keep st and remove b and must. Us. ST is the blend. The U makes it short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Ust, must. Let's change must to rust. Must, rust. Has to go. Must. Ust. Rust. Let's change rust to dust. The sound in rust has to go. Ust. Dust. 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 Let's change dust to pest. Has to go. St. We want pest. Est. Est. Pest. The E makes it short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Est. Pest. All the words I'm showing you only have one syllable, which means they only have one vowel in them. A syllable is like when you can clap the word pest, or dust, or sin, or jump, or last. It's one syllable and one vowel. You know it's one syllable because there's only one vowel in it. Next, we're going to make the word soft. Let's start all over. Soft. Start with a s sound. We know the O makes it short sound because it's closed in. This is a closed vowel. The FT is a blend. It's two consonants together that make two sounds that blend together. Soft, soft, soft. Let's change soft to loft. Soft, loft. We keep the oft and the s has to go. Oft to loft, loft. Ooh, 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 oft. Ooh, oft. Oft, loft. Let's change the word loft to lump. Ooh, ooh, loft. Ooh, ooh, lump. The only sound that's the same is the ooh sound. Let's get rid of the rest. Ooh, ooh, The MP is a blend. The U makes it short sound because it's closed in. Ooh, ooh, lump. Bust. 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 The ST is the blend. The U makes its short sound because it's closed in. Bust, bust, bust. Change bust to trust. Bust and trust both have the ust sound. So we want to take out the b in bust and replace it with trust. Tr makes the t, t, t. So we need another T. T, t, two blends in this word, ter and st. The U makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Ter, ter, st, ter, st. Trust. Change trust to crust. Trust, crust. We still have the ust sound in both words. So we want to take out the ter sound. Trust, crust. We have ust, ust. And we want to put the ker sound in. K, But we have to decide if the k sound is a C or a K. Is there a C or a K in crust? Because C can make both S and K sound, and K only makes the K sound. But first we have to finish building the word before we know if the C or the K makes the K sound. So, K, ust. What are we missing? We're missing the sound. K, ust. What makes the sound? Ust. Rust. Now we have to figure out if crust starts with a C or a K. The rule is if there is an E, I, or Y after the C, then the C makes the S sound. If there is not a E, I, or Y after the C, then the C makes the K sound. Is this an E, I, or Y? No, it's not. It's an R. Then it must need a C to make the word crust. Because this is an R, not an E, I, or Y. If it's an E, I, or Y, it makes the S sound. But if it's not, it makes the K sound. That's the rule to tell whether a C makes the K or the S sound. So our word is crust. We have two blends in the word crust. CR, cur, cur, and ST, st, cur, st. And the U makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Cur, st, cur, st, crust. Now let's make a new word. Let's make the word help. 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 Elp. Elp. Oop. This is the blend. LP makes oop. Elp. We know E makes the short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Let's change help to held. Help. Held. The different sound is the p. So we want to take off the p sound and add a d sound in held. D. 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 Eld. Eld. This is the blend. LD. Eld. Now let's change held to weld. Held. Weld. The different sound is the so we're going to take the sound out and replace it with the w sound. Eld. Eld. Weld. Now let's make the word lost. 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 Ah. 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 The ST is the blend. The O makes its ah sound, which is a short sound because it's closed in by the consonants. Lost. Lost. Let's change lost to frost. Lost. Lost. Frost. Ooh, ooh is the sound we want to get rid of. Ooh. And replace it with frost. Fur. Ost. Ost. We have two blends in the word frost. FR, and ST. St. And the O makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Fur, st. Frost. Frost. Let's change frost to last. Frost, last. Frost, last. The only two sounds that are the same are the st, st. So we want to keep the st sound and make last. Last. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Ah, ah, ah. Ah. St. Ooh, ah, st. ST is still the blend. Ooh, ah, st. The A makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Last. Let's change last to cast. Last, cast, last, cast. The same sound as asked, so we want to keep asked and remove the l sound and replace it with a k sound. Remember, the k sound is tricky because that can be a C or a K. How do we know if cast starts with C or K? Remember, the spelling rule is that if there is an E, I, or Y next to the C, it makes its S sound. Is this an E, I, or a Y? No, it's an A. So that means the C makes its K sound when next to the A. So C makes K, A, S, T, K, A, S, T. A makes the A sound because it's a short sound and it's closed in by two consonants. K, A, S, T. S-T is the blend. K, ast, K, ast, cast. Now let's change cast to fast. Cast, fast. Cast, fast. What is the sound that's the same with the two words cast and fast? Ast. Ast is the same. So we want to change the k sound from cast to fast. Ast, ast, fast. Let's change fast to past. Fast, past. Fast, past. Ast is the same sound. Has to go. Fast, past. What makes the p sound? P makes the p sound. Ast, ast, past. Now let's make a whole new word. Let's make the word felt. Felt. E-L-T. E-L-T. Adult. Adult. LT is the blend. Lt. E makes it short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Adult. Adult. Felt. Now let's change felt to melt. Felt, melt. Felt, melt. It has the same sound, elt. Elt. So we want to keep elt and get rid of. So felt becomes melt, melt. Elt, elt, melt. Now let's change the word melt to smelt. 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 Now there are two blends in the word smelt. SM is sm, and LT is ult. Sm, ult. Sm, ult. Smelt. Now let's make a whole new word. Let's make pump. Pump. We need another P. MP is the blend. The U makes its sound, which is the short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. Pump. Now let's change pump to jump. Pump, jump. Pump, jump. The sound that's the same between the two words is ump. So we have to change the p and keep the ump. Jump, j, ump, j, ump, j, 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 ump. J, j, jump. Now let's change jump to stump. Jump, stump. Ump is the same. J has to go. J, ump, st, ump. Two blends in the word stump. ST and MP. ST blends to make st. MP blends to make mp. U makes its short sound because it's closed in by two consonants. St, mp, st, mp, st, mp, stump, stump. Next, let's make the word fist. Ist. Ist. I. ist, ist. ST is the blend. I makes its I sound because it's closed in by two consonants, which is a short sound. Ist, ist, fist. Let's change fist to mist. Fist, mist. Fist, mist. Ist is the similar sounds. We want to get rid of and add to the ist sound. Ist, 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 mist. Good job on your blends, everybody. Now I want to practice that at home so that you get really good at it.